Good evening and welcome to the October edition of the Business Forum. We've got a great show for you tonight, so you're going to want to stay tuned. But before we get any of that going, let me make sure you do a special shout out to our School of the Month, Blue Water Elementary. They've done a great job, so if you know anybody around Blue Water Elementary, make sure you go by and give their principal a pat on the back and tell them what a great job they're doing educating our children. First up on our show, we have a signature sponsor for our upcoming event. We'll tell you a little bit about that. But we have from Coastal Bank and Trust, Debbie Elliott and Vicki Dutton. Debbie is the branch manager at Niceville branch, and Vicki is the branch manager at the Blue Water branch. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about Coastal Bank and Trust and how long have y'all been there?
Well, Vicki and I have both been there for over 20 years, and I think that the bank may have started the chamber. I'm not sure.
Probably about that long ago, yes.
Well, we were around before the chamber actually began, and a number of our presidents, our bank presidents, have actually been presidents of the chamber.
Yes.
The bottom line is that Coastal Bank is a partner with our communities that we serve, and we appreciate the opportunity.
It's great having you guys, and not only are you guys in both Niceville and Valparaiso, but as I mentioned earlier, you're the signature sponsor, let me get this right, of our Sequins and Suits, an evening of art, champagne, and auctions.
That's right.
Share with me a little bit about when and where that's going to be.
That's going to be held on October the 23rd at 6:30 at the Maddie Kelly Arts Galleries at the Northwest Florida State College.
A beautiful venue, my goodness. Sure. And I understand there's going to be a little vino might be served there, and yeah?
Yes. Actually, there's going to be specialty wine for everyone to enjoy while they're networking and bidding during the auction. Mm-hmm. There's going to be different stations set up throughout the event for you to taste different types of wine. The wines this year are going to be provided by the EOD Cellars, the Tackett Vineyards. They actually make their own wine. And they're going to be
bomb disposal wine. I like
yes,
that.
yes. I
think
learned
that's
that
really,
last year for the first time.
I've actually had several bottles over a long period of time. Yes,
Okay.
it's very, very good wine.
They're going to be selling it again, so you can buy you plenty more bottles.
Yeah.
And their proceeds from that sale will go to benefit their Warrior Foundation.
Now, the Warrior Foundation is just one of the many charities that's going to be benefited by this
Yes,
event. Tell me a little bit about some of the others.
Well, the proceeds are also from the silent auction, and the live auction will be going to the Crossroads Center Medical Clinic and the Emerald Coast Autism Center, two great local charities.
Yeah, and we know to draw a crowd in Niceville, wine is very, very important, but there's something else that's missing, of course. We have to have some food. Are there going to be any?
We have 3 caterers this year.
Three? Okay.
We have Aladdin Catering, Northwest Florida State College, and 128 Modern Bistro. They each will be providing food.
Oh, very cool, very cool. Now, folks want to get involved in all this. They can donate items for the auctions. How else can they be involved if they'd like to be involved? What kind of volunteers do we need?
Well, anyone can donate. You don't have to be a member of the chamber. All you have to do is just go by the Niceville Valparaiso Chamber and drop off whatever items you would like to donate. And the good thing is that you'll be recognized on the website for the chamber as well as the recognition at the event.
And the bad news could be that you're going to be recognized on the chamber website with your item or at the auction with your item. So you want to make sure that you donate an item that's worthy of the esteem of your business, right?
Exactly, a great item that we can make some money on for the charities.
Perfect. And the other thing is, if you don't really know what to donate, we can always call the chamber, right?
Absolutely.
Tricia is a magician with putting together really cool packages.
Yes.
And one year, I think my wife and I bought a birding package. And we got bird feeders and bird food and suet and all kinds of stuff. And it just started us on a whole interesting road down birding. Yeah, so if you don't know what to donate, you can always throw a little bit of a phone call, 678-2323 to the chamber, and they'll be happy to put some stuff together. But you guys are signature sponsors. That's got to be a big deal, right?
Well, it is for us, and we appreciate the opportunity to help our community, and we're there whenever the chamber needs us to be able to help them be successful in raising funds for local charities.
Yeah. Fantastic. Are there any particular, we talked about the kinds of things we want to get in the auction, but we got a special call out since it's football season, if you have any of that signed memorabilia.
Yes, they do have some.
Or if you know anybody that can sign memorabilia, we can get the memorabilia.
Yes, that's always a hot item. You know, it always the auction really gets a big bid on that. So.
Yes, absolutely. And so all the big schools will be represented, I'm sure, Alabama, Auburn, Florida. What's that other school?
Alabama.
Alabama. We got that one yet.
I know,
It was
Alabama
FSU.
again.
FSU.
Alabama
That was the
again.
one, FSU. I always forget that one. I don't know why. It's just amazing. And you mentioned that pretty much anybody could donate. How do folks get tickets if they want to go to this wonderful event?
Well, tickets are $50 each, and you can buy them at the chamber. And like you said, call the number 678-2323, and they're available. There's only going to be a small number of them available, so you need to get your tickets soon before they're all sold.
It's a very, very quaint space. It has a great atmosphere, great ambiance, but it's not huge, so there's going to be a handful. And I think how can you miss going to a function where everything that's being spent is pretty much going to end up in some kind of foundation or charity, one way or another, right? I mean, that's just worth doing. So when and where again? Let's remind them of the date and time.
October 23rd at 6:30, Maddie Kelly Arts Galleries at Northwest Florida State College.
Fantastic. And if folks wanted to find you, Debbie, at Coastal Bank and Trust, how would they do that?
They can come by any of our local locations that we have in the Okaloosa area. And I'm actually at the Niceville office, and the number there is 729-5531.
Vicki, how would they find you at Coastal Bank and Trust?
I'm at the Blue Water Bay office, and that number is 729-5541.
And I'm guessing that Coastal Bank and Trust pretty much has all the products available that.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, we have two promotions going on right now. A home equity line of credit that we're paying up to $2,000 in closing costs.
Oh, wow.
I know, it's a great.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
Yeah. And we also are, for people who open new deposit accounts with us, they could qualify possibly to get $200 deposited to their checking account.
How cool is that? And of course, with rates the way they are, they're still low.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rumbles about the Fed making changes.
Yeah.
But I haven't made any changes yet. So rates are still low, and refis are still an option that are out there.
Yes,
for sure.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a great time to get a loan right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And a little equity in your home, you might want to be thinking of the holidays rolling up here and where you're going to get the money to buy her that great big diamond ring that she
Or
wants.
a home fix-ups or
Or a
whatever.
home fix-up
Whatever.
or whatever.
A boat.
A boat. I don't know if it's boating season. Well, God bless you all. Your footprints certainly are all over our community. We thank you for all that Coastal Bank and Trust is doing, and we have a special shout out to Martha Miller, who wasn't able to join us today, but she sent two wonderful emissaries. So thank you for all your hard work.
you.
Once again, how do they get those tickets?
At the Niceville Valparaiso Chamber, 678-2323.
Fantastic. God bless you all, and thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
We've got a wonderful area that just surrounds our community that is so important to the health of the Gulf of Mexico and the health of pretty much you and I. And I'm going to share a little bit more with you about that with my next guest, so you don't want to go anywhere. Stay tuned.